Hi my favorites, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here with me on the show, I have a very important, he means a lot to me. That's all you guys just need to know. And he's on this show. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi my favorites, my name is Uncle AJ.
Hey.
AKA Sugar Papi.
Okay, that's my sugar daddy. He just give people the tea. I've been trying to calm, but I brought my sugar papi on my show. Now only very few runners. That's why I say subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you'll be seeing teas and hearing all the latest news. Anyways, we'll just dive into it and talk about the drink of the day. Today, Sugar Papi said he wanted Red Bull, just something very little to nothing, like little to no alcohol. So yes, this is the Red Bull. Let's do our kidney.
Cheers.
Yeah, baby. In no way, please, am I disclaimer, I'm not claiming Red Bull brand. It will not come for me. I'm just trying to entertain my guests the best way I can. So now we're going to talk about the topic of the day. Would you want to do the honors?
Yes.
Okay. So the topic of the day
is life after.
Okay. So life after just basically means, life after your breakup, your divorce, how do you move on? How do you handle it? That's basically what we're going to be talking about. Everything about heartbreak, is what we're going to be talking about. So sit right with us. Do not go anywhere. And do not forget to grab your Red Bull and enjoy this episode. So guys, yes, that's the topic for today, and now we're just going to be sharing more insights in depth about this particular topic. How have you coped during a breakfast being said to you? So the number one, we've broken this thing into five steps of how people handle breakfast and what's next. For people that do not understand breakfast, it's like a slang we use in Nigeria, and it's just called getting out of a relationship, a marriage, being divorced, being separated. In all short, that's breakfast, last, long and short. So the first on our agenda is the whole breakfast serving, the shock that comes with it, and the first experience we had when we got our first heartbreak. Do you want to go first? I should go first.
I can go first.
Okay. So what was your first experience like when you got?
It was very interesting. I mean, like you said, with breakfast, you can have it's a term we use for breakups or whatsoever. But depending on how the breakup goes, it could be continental breakfast, akara breakfast. And when it's continental, you know how you have that continental breakfast, you have the eggs, bacon, and other stuff, whereby it's nicely dished and everything. Then you have the one whereby you have the akara, awugi, all that kind of stuff. That's some hard stuff right there that's being served.
So which one did they serve you?
That's reserved comments.
I'm getting the akara breakfast because you said hard.
It was akara breakfast.
Definitely.
I prefer the one that was continental, whereby it was at least there was sausage, croissants, bacon, and stuff like that. But it was akara. It was very cold. Even the ogi itself was sour. So that kind of breakfast right there is kind of one that you be eating it and frying your face. What kind of shit is this? But that's another day.
That's for another day.
For another day.
For me, my very first breakfast, it was my house was akara because I didn't think it's any intercontinental or continental.
No orange juice.
I cried with no orange juice.
See,
I cried.
Give me orange juice or mimosa, something sweet to go down with it. Don't just give me pure water. Whereby have the nylon, tear it, and start seeing some dirt in it. At least make you feel good that breakfast. But instead, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's what I can say.
I can only just say that. So for me, I cried. I cried a lot because I was not expecting it. It was a 3.5 years relationship, and I cried. Time invested, I didn't even know, and that's the shock is happening to me. Look at me now. is I have meat in my body, so you cannot say that you are breaking up with me because it's bone. So when they break up with people like me, it's like, what do you want again? You know, so it was really bad. I cried my eyes out. My friends, they joined me in crying too, because I don't expect that I'll be in this. So it was, for me, my first breakup was horrible, but you know, we healed, we are better, and we're in a healthier relationship, and that's on period. So number two for me on this particular topic is it's basically your reality versus expectation. Because you think that after a breakup you'll be expecting that after a breakup, man will just post your head, yeah, come here. 1 year down the line, no boyfriend. So the reality will strike that, you know, it's not like that. So what do you think? What was your reality when after the breakup?
So I'll say this.
What were you expecting that you didn't get? And it was
There are two different things. I mean, so you're right. So what you expect is that you know that you've broken up. You expect yourself to be sad, to go through the stages of grief, whereby at first you'll be in denial, then you have to admit it, you'll be grieving, you have anger, you have fear, you have your walls built up, which has the normal levels of expectation, have a form of expectation as to what will happen after going through the cycles of grief and everything. But in reality, it's different. Because once reality sets, you might realize that things might take longer than expected.
Exactly.
You might expect that, okay, maybe this might be a 2-month phase, whereby in 2 months you're over it, and you'll
be out there back.
You're out there back, cheerful, happy. But sometimes when reality hits, you discover that you might still carry some baggage from it. And some of that baggage might be anger. Some people, for instance, if it was a breakup that wasn't your fault, another person's fault, you might have some form of resentment and anger towards what happened. And if you don't recognize that and have that self-awareness, you see yourself carrying that and portraying that onto future relationships. Or you may have the spirit of fear, whereby you have your walls built up very high, and because of that, you don't want people
to let down your guard.
Yeah, I have people getting close to you. So with that, then comes the form of reality. And how to deal with that is pretty much everybody has to have a sense of self-awareness. So for some people, it's therapy. For some people, is having to do therapy to have that self-awareness of who you are, having to understand your feelings and acknowledge what you've gone through. And that helps you to take time for yourself, to gauge yourself, to say, okay, am I getting to a point whereby I have this baggage let go? Or am I able to be mature enough to realize that I shouldn't portray this baggage onto the next person? And that right there.
And that brings us to point number 3, healing.
Yes.
You know, therapy is also a form of, you know, going to let go of all those pain, anger, fear, and walking through it with talking to somebody, sharing the burden with somebody as your therapist. So yes, healing. How would you say that somebody is supposed to heal from a heartbreak? Because you realize that people also say therapy, but like, does it work 100% of the time? Some people in that period of going to the therapy, they're like, I don't know, better, but once the session is over, it's like they are back to square one. They don't know who to talk to, they don't know what to handle. And let's not forget the fact that therapy is also very expensive, and so not everybody can afford it. So what are we going to do in case of it's expensive? How do you heal? How do you let go? How do you forgive? How do you overcome these traumas?
Okay, so I'll say this though, therapy is good. It's very good, and for those who are fortunate enough to get it and have it, it's good for your own personal use. It's good for your own personal healing, your personal awareness and everything. Now, if you're somebody who is aware of your emotions, then and you can afford it, that's fine. But it's good to get things off your chest. So if you're able to have family and friends who are very supportive and very mature, because at the end of the day, what you need is someone to listen.
Exactly.
Someone to be there and listen.
And listen.
You don't need somebody who is just going to give you advice about, tearing down one gender or the other, or saying men and women are wicked. You want somebody who's able to listen to you. At the same time, as they're able to listen to you, you're able to get things off your chest. And to get things off your chest, that makes you feel mentally okay, mentally better. Then as time goes on, you're able to release that burden you have in your heart, and you're able to realize different things, able to heal. And with healing, it takes time. There's no...
So give yourself time,
Yes.
That's what he's trying to say. Do not put pressure on yourself. You don't necessarily have to be fine after 6 months or even 2 years because you were broken. So it takes time to put back those little pieces of you.
Because what's more important is this. Do you want to go ahead being a hot person,
hurting people?
No, you don't. So yes, you're being hurt, you are done wrong, but at the same time, you want to give yourself the chance and the room to love or to find that happiness. So why don't you just take some time to yourself, heal, grow, and then move forward. I'm sure the next person will appreciate you better than seeing a good person being a mess and able to move forward with them.
What? The sugar puppy be dropping gems. Thank you so much. So now we are going to go on to number 4. So number 4, we have dealing with it. Like as your heart broken, as you're healing, the whole process of healing, accepting the fact that you're heartbroken, how do you deal with it? Especially in situations where you always have to if it's a divorce now, you always have to maybe be in the same place with the person. Your friends do not know how to not invite you so that you don't cry in front of the man. They always want to, do things and leave you out or leave the other person out. So how do you deal with this? How do you even deal with activities that you used to always do with that person? Now you cannot even like baseball again just because you always go to baseball court with a particular person. You can't eat rice again because it reminds you. So how do you deal at the particular moment? Me, I would say from my end, for activities that you always do with that person, try to do it with friends and family. Try to do it alone. Try to create new memories around that particular thing that you always do so that you don't, life is not waiting for anybody. You don't miss out on life because somebody did you wrong. And if you're the one that did somebody wrong, that person too should also take the advice that I'm saying. So that's what has worked for me. Things that like music I always try to create new memories with a new person. Not really a rebound person. The person could be your mom, your friend. Just this way, if that language, nothing for you comes out, is that person memory that will be there, not your before heartbreak. So that's what I feel like how you can deal with things that you've shared with that particular person, going forward. What do you think about friends inviting one person to an outing and not telling the other person?
So that right there is very interesting because sometimes, depending on how long you guys have been together in a relationship, if it's a relationship of years or marriage of years, along the lines, you guys will have mutual friends, mutual family, or even if you're married, some of you have kids together. So there's kids events, birthday parties, family, cousins, or even holidays like Christmas and other Thanksgiving events. So that right there gets very interesting as to how do you navigate through those things.
Exactly.
And
especially in a period where you're still healing, you're not yet emotionally balanced.
Yes. So that right there depends on the maturity between both people involved. Now it's one thing if you guys have kids together. You can't tell me that you're going to miss your son's 10-year-old's birthday.
Exactly.
Or the school event, school play, or sporting event.
Just because you're avoiding the other person.
No, you can't. Now it's one thing if it's a holiday or a mutual friend's birthday party, you can opt to go or not go. But when something that is that intense, and maybe it's of child or godkids, whatever, you definitely have to go. So in such environment and such situation, what you have to do there is just pretty much, go there. Keep in mind that the goal of you going there is to support the person doing the event.
Not because of that person.
That's right. So if you're going there for maybe a relative's or mutual friend's birthday party, your main purpose there is to go there and support your friend. Now, if you happen to see your ex, you guys can say hi, how you doing, and don't be surprised if your ex brings his or her new boyfriend or girlfriend there. Don't be surprised. But matter of testing your maturity level is to see how do you respond. Are you able to have a casual conversation with them, or you see them, you say hi, they're their own corner, and you're fine.
Set boundaries.
So that's a good way of testing to see how far have you come. And worst case scenario, if it's too painful for you and you can't make it, nothing wrong in not going over there.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong.
Like we said, take your time.
Take your time. It's okay to not go over there than to go over there, be your feelings, and have things stirred up from either an argument, and next thing you know, all eyes on you guys, and becomes a whole issue. So it all depends on your level of maturity, and if you feel prepared enough and ready enough to attend such events.
Yeah.
And for your mental health, if you can't handle it, then guess what? Don't go.
Thank you thank you so much. I'm learning so much from you. You've just been dishing. We do not really pray that anyone should go through a divorce or a terrible heartbreak, because the healing phase is different for everyone, and it messes up people in different ways. But all we can say is life happens, and that's why we're having this conversation, so that when it happens, you know what to do. You know how to take care of yourself. And don't worry, baby girl, fine man, you're going to be fine. You got this. So for our final number 5, we're talking about, at the end of everything, what is next? Like, what is next? The whole preparation of going to therapy, talking to a friend, taking your time, it's leading up to something, because nobody was created to be alone. I mean, I get that you'll be alone at a certain point, but like, what next? And then we would say, go out there, get back there, be in love again. Love is sweet to the right person, especially when there's money involved. I think you should have happy.
Love is not cheap.
Yeah, love is not cheap.
Don't mistake.
It's very expensive.
Emotionally,
700.
financially, mentally, spiritually. Don't
Why?
forget sexually too. Let's carry it.
But I don't make it hard.
Make it.
Okay.
I thank God.
Thank you. So as I was saying, the whole idea is getting out there. So that's what next. That's number 5. How do you get out there? How do you understand that the dating game has changed? Because after you've taken time to heal, trust me, last year the way they are toasting girls is different from the way they are toasting girls now. So you have to now start learning, because now you've learned, you've unlearned, now you want to relearn the dating game and how to be treated well and how to love right. What do you have to say before we say thank you to our viewers?
No problem. So you're right. So what next is getting out there after you've gone through the process of, having insult breakfast, going through the grieving process, all that stages, going through the time of period of healing and everything. And now that you've gotten to a certain level whereby you feel confident, you feel good, you're ready to be out there, and you're back out there dating, things are quite different out there. So for instance, if you're somebody who has been in a long-term relationship for 3 or 4 years, that's a lot of years being out of the dating game.
Yes.
And right now, in today's dating game, you have social media, you have Twitter, you have dating apps, you have all kinds of things. Whereas years ago, it could be out there, go out to an event, meet people, talk, have a conversation, and get to vibe and take things from there. But now when everybody's on Twitter, other places, shooting your shots whatsoever, it's different. And that will bring different kinds of challenges. So right now is having to adapt to what's going on.
Exactly.
How to adapt to forget in person, whereby they can see you in person, they have like a good 10 minutes to gauge your conversation, your appearance. But when you're online, you have like 2 minutes to get their attention and to present yourself. And if you don't have good pictures on social media, they won't look at you twice. If you don't have a dark voice, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't have the diaspora accent, nothing for you. So it's like
Elite people.
Elite people, see? You know what I mean? So you don't have all that right there. How do you navigate in this new world? So what I would say is that
just be open to learning.
be open to
That's the
learning.
only, I think for me though, but I would love to hear the one thing you want to say. For me, you have to be open to learning, no matter where you are in this life. You have to be open to, like, you will learn, relearn, unlearn. You know, like that. Like that is the circle. It keeps going. So you just have to be open to learning, and getting out there will become easy than you had probably imagined. Yeah.
So I'll say this, for me, it was this. It was a different time. Things have changed. But once I look back at that, when I look back at it, it's like, oh, I still got it though. My game.
Your game is still improved. Okay.
Improved.
Luckily, thank you, oh Lord.
I was I'm sure I think for me, it improved in the sense whereby at this point in time, cause maturity. In terms whereby able to have a conversation. There was no pickup lines or no cheesy lines. It was more of a conversation, learning how to engage somebody, talk to them, and when they feel comfortable in your presence and have a good conversation, then things flow easy. Because one thing I've heard women say is that many women have been on dates with always say that guys, some guys don't know how to conversate. Some guys don't know how to engage them, or how to talk to them, or how to make them feel relaxed. It's like today's energy is more about hook up, quick link, and that's it. But when you see somebody that is able to engage them, talk to them, hold a conversation,
get to want to know you
that's
for
right.
you.
That brings different kinds of level of maturity, whereby people feel more relaxed, more comfortable, and are more open to even hear you speak to you. And in some cases, I was like, wow, okay. So maturity and things have increased from there, and it's like, wow. So that's one of the things I've seen, and that at the same time, it helps to know that you feel much better and that you moved on from your fears,
once you get out there again.
Yes.
Yeah. So just get out there, you're going to be fine. We're cheering for you, baby girl. Fine man, you can do this, you've got this, you're beautiful, there is somebody out there for you, you're a blessing to somebody needs you.
And
so please get out.
And when you get out there, please don't forget, for my guys, don't forget to look sharp. Don't come out there looking like one hoodlum or whatever. Come out there looking sharp.
And for my ladies, classy is what we are going for. Do your hair, do your nails, check, do your makeup, and look good. Don't worry, there's someone out there for everything. Just have fun, be you, be okay, and everything is going to fall into place. Oh, this has been so nice.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Host right here. Look at you.
Just me.
So can I be your boyfriend if you don't mind?
Maybe yes now.
I can be.
Your wife shall not kill me, Sha. Okay, I should not worry about it. Okay, thank you. Yes, he will divorce you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was really nice. So guys, if you stayed till this time, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and click on the link so that on the notification bell, so you always get my notification and not miss it. So my favorite, bring more people. I said this thing, this is where it's happening. Tell them to subscribe to your Sugar Babies channel.
Please subscribe to our channel. You can see she's fine, she's beautiful. She look at my eye.
Okay.
So I saw on social media and that caught my eye right there.
Baby, say I'm smart.
You're smart, of course, man. I said it.
Okay, thank you.
That's a beautiful girl.
Thank you. Anyways, you people see, don't go and say we are not married. You see that I took permission. Thank you guys so much. Till next time, do not forget to enjoy, share, and do the needful. As you always do, comment. I want to see you guys comment in the comment section below. Thank you once again for sitting pretty, and I'm definitely going to be leaving his handle and everybody that always come on my show, like I always do, so you can find them on Twitter, connect with them on social media. Till next time. Cheers. Bye.
Who did not so good?